Do I look tough?
No.
Because point should look really tough.
Counterpoint shouldn't look tough?
Maybe I'm counterpoint.
I can't keep track.
Welcome to another edition of Point Counterpoint. My name is Counterpoint.
And I'm Point, standing beside my good friend Counterpoint.
What point would you like to make?
Well, Counterpoint, I've got the standings here. The standings, I'm Counterpoint or Point?
Your point.
Okay. I've got the standings right here. I have to go to the second page of the standings, past Robbie Gordon and Regan Smith, in order to get to Jamie McMurray in 29th, Joey Logano in 30th, Greg Biffle in 31st, and Jeff Burton in 32nd. All guys that we either considered chase shoe-ins or guys who, like Logano, who we thought might break through this year. They're done. They're not going to make the chase for the championship at this point after just 3 races.
I'm really mad at you. I am really, really mad at you right now.
Do I care?
Because last week you made the same argument. I had a bunch of stats. After 2 races last year, there were a bunch of guys way back who made the chase.
Right.
After 3 races, not so. Last year, the only guys out of the chase after 3 races that eventually made it were Jeff Gordon at 13th, Kurt Busch in 19th, Denny Hamlin in 22nd.
Yep.
Now.
And we know what kind of run Denny Hamlin had to go on in order to get from 22nd into the chase.
It's even harder this year.
Yeah.
Because of the point system. So now I'm over here stuck with a stupid argument that some guy in 31st can actually come back and make the chase.
It's not going to happen.
It's a long shot. It's a really big long shot. Now, it's not over, okay? It's just probably over. That's all I got. Well, it's probably over, but it might not be for Greg Biffle. It might not be for Jeff Burton. And the only saving grace these guys have is that not only have they made the chase before and they're quality drivers, they have good equipment. They've had some bad luck. It is possible that if they got all their bad luck out of the way in 3 races, they could come back and make the chase. But I'm mad at you because we shot this last week and I had a really good argument.
Yeah.
This week, I just don't, and I'm really kind of mad about it.
Yeah, because your argument didn't hold water last week either.
Yes, it did.
But look,
it did hold water last week.
Their saving grace is not their experience or their equipment. Their only chance is a wild card berth. Greg Biffle, if he can reel off a couple of wins, if Jamie McMurray can reel off a couple of wins, maybe they can fall back on the wild card berth. Jeff Burton's not going to reel off a couple of wins. Joey Logano's not going to reel off a couple of wins. I think it's unlikely Jamie McMurray will. I think last year was an anomaly. Greg Biffle is the only guy amongst those drivers that I think could maybe score 2 to 3 wins and get into the chase by virtue of a wild card
I think you got to think about one other thing.
Yeah.
Which is you might not need 2 or 3 wins to earn the wild card.
You think one will do it?
I'm not saying I think one will do it, but one might do it. One might do it depending on how the wins are distributed amongst the other drivers.
But here's the other thing. To get that wild card,
you got to be in the top 20.
You got to be in the top 20. So
it's not good.
This really isn't point counterpoint.
No.
This is kind of point.
This is point, and then, well, maybe it's not quite so bad. That's what this one is.
So, in other words,
thanks a lot.
They're done.
Jerk. For Point, who's a real big jerk, I'm Counterpoint.
For
and at least Counterpoint is honest.
For Counterpoint, who I think's a really, really nice guy.
I am.
I'm Point.
I'm a really nice guy. Sort of. Except when I'm hungry.
Rowdy.com. Say it like it is.
Say what like it is?
Rowdy.com.